Before we start the video, I would like you guys to know that this is entirely my opinion and you are certainly not obligated to follow it. I would also like to remind you that if you happen to disagree with me, please remain respectful in the comments section. Anyways, moving on. Hi, this is Farah, also known as Forsaken Spirits. Before I start the video, I'd like you guys to know that I don't think many of you will disagree with me anyway, considering I have a plethora of artists and animators sub to me, especially young ones, and I've never made a video like this before, but it's a subject I'm pretty passionate about defending. Whether the topic is really new to you or not, I really implore you to listen to what I have to say. I do think it's important, especially for a lot of the younger artists out there. And even if you aren't a young artist and you're particularly experienced, I feel like this is also important for you to learn if you haven't already. Anyway, moving on to the video's title, I was hoping with the way I had worded it, it would interest you, but also give you a hint on where I stand on the particular subject. So I've noticed this quite recently, and I've been thinking about making this video for maybe a week or 2 weeks now, and the thought of not making it just really bothers me, and I've never seen anyone really address this before, and it probably isn't important in the bigger picture, but I still feel like it should, be out there somewhere for someone to look at, to know what's okay and stuff like that. And being an artist is really tricky, especially since people often look down at people who want to continue in a career that has something to do with anything creative or art-oriented. I've seen a lot of negativity, not just with my own life, but what I've seen with others. So what do I think there's any such thing as a fake artist? Absolutely not. There's no such thing as a fake artist or someone faking doing art. The idea is just kind of ridiculous. If you make art, whether it be anime, furries, or, fan art, or maybe just original characters, does not make you less of an artist than anything really at all. If you do art, then you're an artist. It's really just that simple. There's no such thing as a fake artist. Well, so what you're telling me is that there's no such thing as a fake artist, so where did the term even come from? Well, I'm glad you asked, and that's exactly what I'm trying to address. The term fake artist is usually someone who is looking to find subscribers, watchers, followers, etc. on social media websites, or they are attempting to get more views or, attention with their art and videos. People think that you are a fake artist if you advertise yourself, and that's something I really don't like, and it's really irritating to me, actually, because as an artist, you literally thrive off of how much feedback and how much support you get. And it's really no question. If you have zero support, zero feedback, how can you expect to make a living or improve off of what you're trying to do? It's just pretty much impossible, especially for this kind of industry. You need to be involved within the community. And if that requires you to, advertise yourself a little bit outside of social media, that's completely fine. And advertising yourself is really key. It really is. You really need to have supporters. And people that think that artists should be able to do what they do but for free is kind of ridiculous and kind of against the point of being an artist. You want to do something you love, and you really want to make something out of it. And advertising yourself is completely okay. It is completely okay to want more subscribers and watchers and followers and all that. It is completely okay to, want to get noticed. And it is really key anyway. You should feel no shame in wanting to get yourself better off. Wanting to make yourself known is not an issue. It is not something to be afraid of. It is not something to really care over. I mean, if you're going to advertise yourself, that's fine, but at least do it appropriately. Like, I would only say that some forms of advertising aren't appropriate. Let's say advertising yourself on someone else's YouTube video. That's just disrespectful to the person who put their hard work into the video. Just outside support is phenomenal, and fans are phenomenal, and people are phenomenal. If they really like your stuff, you can always gain you can gain much more than money out of lots of people that know about you. You can gain feedback, you can gain critiques and opportunities. And that's just such a great thing about people and about being an artist, is you can get so much out of so little. And that's why it's really important. It's really important not to fear wanting to advertise yourself. It's really important to, not harass others that want that kind of attention, because, there's nothing wrong with it. I just hope that you guys know that don't be discouraged, okay? Don't ever be discouraged with your art or anything, because you can always build what you have into something even greater, and you can always, turn it into something that is completely unique. And you can completely disagree with me and say those people are just hungry for attention, and that's all they care about. They don't really care about their fans. They just care about getting popular. And you know what? I don't think that's true for anybody or with anybody. And it's just kind of redundant to say that an artist cannot advertise themselves because it just seems self-absorbed, but it's not. It's not self-absorbed. It's like judging the person to want to make a living or a better living out of what they already have. And I just think that's really unfair. So I'm just going to stop right there. I really hope you guys had listened to what I said to the end, and if you did, thank you so much. It's really important to me, and if you want to leave any feedback, please let me know.